afternoon and welcome to another edition of the Highlander News.
Broadcasting live from the Highlands News Studio in Fort Thomas, Kentucky.
I'm Ben Rosensteel.
And I'm Kat Vincent.
Summer is fast approaching and I know many students here are counting down the days to vacation. If you're looking for an exciting new treat to cool down on those hot summer days, look no further than Fort Thomas Ice Cream. We got the full scoop.
So we're the Fort Thomas Ice Cream. You can find us at 1013 South Fort Thomas Avenue. We always felt Fort Thomas needed an ice cream shop that people could walk to. So when we met the owner of this building, we kind of felt like it was perfect timing for Fort Thomas to have an ice cream shop. So we decided to go for it. So my husband has a kitchen in the basement, and we try to use mostly natural ingredients.
We're also always trying to get new flavors, so we might one week have, like right now we have like a Nutter Butter flavor, next week it might be a different one, or we just keep going through different ones and always have something new and fresh.
So we're trying to make it affordable for everybody to come out and just have some ice cream and not necessarily charge an arm and a leg to do so.
Thanks guys, the ice cream sure looks like it hits the spot.
Speaking of summer, now that school is almost over, the spring sports season is winding down. What do you have for us, Jack?
Thanks, Kat. Spring sports are coming to a close with state in sight and all the teams performing excellently. The softball team currently holds a 10-6 record. With a few bumps along the road, the team has come together to continually put on great performances this season with their strengths in both speed and defense. Players are continuing to improve and are gaining experience with the hope of winning the district and regional titles. Their ultimate goal for the season is to compete in the state tournament. Good luck, girls, with the rest of your season. The baseball team's current record is 15-8. The major games for their season are Covcath, Newcath, Lexcath, and Moeller. Their goal for the season is to win region and make it another impressive run for the state title. They have a game today against St. Henry and on Saturday against Newport Central Catholic at Newport Central Catholic. Good luck, boys. The girls' tennis team current record is 10-5, led by senior Brooke Hodery and captain Elizabeth Schwabach. With only one loss coming from in region, the team is set for a good place for the regional tournament. The team has had big local wins versus Campbell County as well as NCC. They're excited and ready for regionals, hoping to maximize the number of players qualifying for state. As for the boys' tennis team, their current record is 13-4. The regular season has come to a close and the postseason is starting with the regional tournament. This year, the tournament will be played in Montgomery County. The doubles team are starting to form some chemistry and the top singles are leading the way. The team is primed for some good results in region. The girls' track team won the Campbell County Championship meet. At that meet, Maggie Schroeder set the meet record in the 2-mile. The girls also won the Red Dog Invitational meet. At that meet, the 4x8 relay of Carson Hunter, Savannah Brady, Maggie Schroeder, and Maria Broering beat the school record of 9 minutes and 55 seconds by running it with a time of 9 minutes and 49 seconds. Also, Adriana Moon-Tanner broke the girls' record in the 300-meter hurdles. The boys' track team is currently performing to cut their times each meet and are perfecting their relays. This year, there is an increase with field events, with members competing in shot and disc, high jump, long jump, and triple jump, as well as pole vault. With members competing in a variety of events, it will give the team an advantage at the upcoming regional and state meets. With your spring sports recap, I'm Jack Schultz. Back over to you, Kat.
Thanks, Jack. Good luck to all the teams as they head into the playoffs.
In other news, recently there have been a number of teacher protests across the country, from Oklahoma to Arizona. With the upcoming cuts in pension, especially in Kentucky, many teachers here are joining the movement. Alex found out more.
In the wake of the successful strike in West Virginia, teachers across the country are uniting and protesting, and here in Kentucky is no different. Teachers have been protesting against the passage of a massive pension reform bill. Senate Bill 151 was originally a waste management bill, but was later amended to include all of the provisions of the original pension reform bill, Senate Bill 1. On Tuesday, April 10th, Governor Matt Bevins signed it into law. The law changes the way teachers, current and future, receive pension benefits. These are the major changes. Instead of being put in a traditional pension plan like in the past, new teachers will be given a hybrid plan, split between a traditional plan and a 401k style investment, meaning that benefits are no longer defined and guaranteed. The contract that new teachers sign is no longer inviolable. That means that lawmakers are legally allowed to change or reduce their retirement benefits even after retirement, Current teachers will not have their retirement age changed, but new ones will have to meet one of two requirements. Either they need to be 65 years of age or older and have 5 or more years of service, or they need to be at least 57 years old and have a number of years working that combines to their age to be at least 87. Before the bill was pushed through, teachers across the state protested against it. By law, Kentucky Commonwealth employees aren't allowed to strike, yet teachers and educators from across the state have used their sick days to stage sick-outs and have also descended on Frankfort against SB 151. Here at Highland, some of our teachers went outside during early bird holding signs for the cars passing by. We talked to a few of them.
Those who are aspiring teachers right now in high school and college, if these cuts go through, they may never be able to retire.
They are doing a variety of things to save money because the pension system is in trouble. That is true. However, as opposed to finding alternate forms of revenue, it appears that we are being asked to share the burden.
For now, the bill has become law. Kentucky will surely continue to remain in the spotlight as the national teacher strikes intensify.
Thanks, Alex. I hope that our teachers get the benefits that they deserve. As our seniors graduate and begin to enter the workforce, it can seem really intimidating to get started in a career. I got the chance to interview some award-winning crew members from the set of Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile. If you've ever been interested in pursuing a career in the arts or cinematography, it can seem really daunting to get started. That's why we caught up with some experts from the scene of Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Vile, and Evil to find out their experiences and their advice for getting started.
My story is I was a janitor and I wrote a screenplay, and I went to a film festival and I sold the screenplay and moved to America. So I got lucky and was a writer for 5-6 years, and then went to another film festival and started selling movies and producing.
So I started doing odd jobs for producers. One producer, I had to read scripts and walk his pet pig. Another producer, I thought I was just reading scripts and I had to clean their house. I mean, it was ridiculous, but I knew that it's an apprenticeship, and so you just start, and reading was the key. Reading books, reading scripts.
School is huge, not just high school, but film school. Every job I got for the first 5 years of college, no one looked at my resume, no one saw my website. There was my friend that knew me from class and he thought I was nice. So he called me up to do the job, basically. And then on the day, you know, hopefully I know how to do the job and he wasn't wrong, but it's a very social and connected and collaborative medium.
Well, I always loved movies. I've always loved films ever since I was a kid, and I always knew that I wanted to be involved in it somehow. I didn't know exactly how, so I went to school for film theory and film criticism. You know, watch as many movies as possible. You know, develop your own opinions and values and your own, what you think about aesthetics and everything. And then I would say also, you know, just be prepared to work really hard to you know, meet that one person who gives you that first job, and then just show them that you care about it and that that's what you want to do, and that you know, that you're willing to kind of put it all out there.
You can actually be making films, put it on Vimeo, get it out there, and just start, you know, because that's the way to be a filmmaker is to make films. The way to be a writer is to write. That passion really speaks volumes, because if you're really passionate about something, whether it's a story or a job that you want or something, people will really hear that.
That was the final installment in our series about Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Vile, and Evil, where we caught up with members of the crew. We'd like to thank everyone who helped us get here along the way. And remember to always work hard for what you're passionate about.
Thanks, Kat. It's really inspiring to hear about people following their dreams. You know, the end of the year is winding down, but that hasn't stopped the theater department. The student-directed One Acts are gearing up, and Stephen has more.
Here at Highlands, students perform and produce One Acts. We went around Highlands to see what it's all about.
One Act is just like a normal show, except it's a lot shorter. You know, a normal show will be like 2 hours long. These are like 30 minutes, and usually people get involved that aren't typically involved with theater.
It gives directors the opportunity to direct and lead, and it also gives playwriters the opportunity to be creative and write their own shows.
It's a great way to get involved with just like the school community and theater, and they're a whole lot of fun. They're pretty chill. You get to kind of get out of your comfort zone a little bit. You know, I'm directing one, so I think I'm learning some like leadership skills. Just a lot of fun stuff.
Well, I think it gives the students who are directing them an opportunity to have like the real world experience with directing a play, but then it also gives other people more opportunities to like take part in theater, even if it's on a lower scale.
I'm in Carter Bechtel's one act called Control Your Inner Demons. I've been choreographing all of the dances, and I'm also Daisy, which is the lead role.
So I'm actually directing one of the one acts. I'm not in any of them. It's called Death of a Gerbil, and it's about a guy that gets hit by a bus, and then he has to be a ghost, and it's super hilarious. They're open to anyone. Anyone in the whole school can audition. We already did the auditions for this year, so those shows are already cast, but come out next year and join them. They're a lot of fun. So you can just show up at the Black Box the night of the show, and we'll be selling tickets out here. They're super cheap, and you get to see 4 shows that night, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Be sure to come and see all the one-act performances, and you won't want to miss these incredible shows. That's it for this edition of the Highlander News. I'm Ben Rosenstiel.
And I'm Kat Finsett. Have an awesome weekend, Highlands, and may the 4th be with you.